Hey guys, how are you? Mona from My Limit Is Me here, and as promised, I'm coming to you with a video about my journaling process. And I'm starting off by showing you my journals. This first one is the one I'm using to jot down everyday things that happen, things about the kids, things about where we go, what we do, especially in these times of, coronavirus and all that. You'll have to excuse the blurriness of this part because this is what I call the Book of Shadows. Basically, my thoughts are jotted down here. There's no filter, this is for no one's eyes but mine. And yeah, that's. But I just wanted to show you how I decorate it because I too love the process of journaling. So journaling on blank pages doesn't really give me much. So these are the two writing journals I have. And the other day I started this one, which I'm showing you the blank pages first, and then the pages I took out of what I've done so far. And the intention is to make pages dedicated to things I like series or music or whatever. And I started out with anime or manga, which is something I do truly enjoy. And I've taken a trip back in time basically in order to make this, because I've made a list of every anime series or movie that I've ever watched. I think I'm pretty sure I left out quite a few, but the list got pretty long. And I printed out a lot of images that I found online, and as you saw a little bit earlier, I've made a page for Marmalade Boy, for Seven Deadly Sins, and Spirited Away. And another movie that I watched the other day. So that's what I've done so far, and my intention with this video is to show you the process of decorating the page. I'm not going to write anything on them other than the title itself, but I will fill in random details like the year of the movie or series, the author, a summary of the plot if needed be, and really just my thoughts and opinions about it. And what you see me doing here is trying to decide what I wanted to choose to journal. And my thought process was, I'm gonna make the short ones, which are movies that I've seen, and just make a short commentary on what I thought about them. But I started picking out the movies and I thought these are very dark, so yeah, no. So we're going back to the box, and I pick out a few series. One is The Prince of Tennis, which I rewatched for the third or fourth time the other day, actually. Not in one day, of course, but you know what I mean. And I think I like that a lot, not only because I do like the drawing and the animation, but because I played tennis myself when I was in high school, and not very good at it, but I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I thought that series was fun. The next series I pick is Yawara, I think, and that was a series about judo. And I remember truly enjoying that series when I was, I don't know, 14, 15. So I have really good memories of it. And what was the last one? Ayashi no Ceres, I think. And that's another series that I really enjoyed the visual part of it. The plot is so, well, it's not the worst I've seen, but it's nothing out of the ordinary or anything. But I did enjoy the character design, the imagery, and all that. So this is the process, and as you can see, I'm still picking images and throwing them out and seeing what I wanted to do. but here I'm starting off, and you will see that sometimes what I do is off camera, and I'm really sorry, but I think the bottom of the page just got cut off. I didn't have enough space, and I also did regret using loose sheets over a blanket, which is what I'm using behind the notebooks, because it's a little bit soft to write on, just to leave that said. But it does work out, and I have left this process in, oh, it's not true time, but it's not very accelerated either, so the video is a little bit longer than usual. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to talk you through this without running out of things to say, but I wanted to give it a shot, so I hope I don't get interrupted by the kids or anything. So yeah, this is as I said, the first one I'm doing, and I'm using my Tombow dual brush pens. I'll be using the Sakura Koi brush pens and the Tombow dual or twin tone, I think the markers are called, and then of course my Micron Pigma pen for black pen basically. And I'm pulling out a lot of washi, trying to keep the color scheme somewhat coherent. So yeah, I don't know. The lettering is random. Sometimes I do what you see here, which is block letters with the cursive on top, and I really do like how that looks. And other times I do some calligraphy lettering, and yeah, I'll be going a little bit back and forth in that matter. But as I said, I'm only doing putting down the images, and I'll be writing on the pages sometime in the near future, I guess. And as you can see, I've got a lot of images to use from. So yeah, so this will be for that book, and it's, how should I put it? It's therapeutic to sit down and do this. So I recommend that if you have spare time. Yeah, I got interrupted, so I have no idea what I was saying. Yeah, if I think I was saying something like, if you have spare time, do use it for something that gives you peace of mind. Like, it doesn't have to have a purpose. This is not something that's going to be useful to me, other than in the future I'll sit down and look at it and think, that's cute, all right, I enjoyed that, or this is nice, you know. But there's no functionality to it. It's not like a planner or anything that has to give any sort of meaning, and you don't have to do specific things either. My original thought was just to print out cute images and do random journaling prompts, because I miss writing a lot. But for some reason I started off with this. So yeah, but I'm enjoying it, and it's going to take me some time to get through what I've planned to do already. And once that's done, I'll probably try to make some music spreads, but I'm terrible at collecting information about music I like, because I tend to listen to everything and nothing all at once. So we'll see how I do that. But at some point, I guess I'm also going to get into the random journaling prompts, just because I do love to write, and getting my opinion on paper is it's different than using the computer, for example, to write. I do write on the computer a lot as well, but you do have the advantage that you can edit and you can move text around, and it's not the same, because it's kind of, well, it's like cheating, you know. Journaling should be whatever comes to mind when it comes to mind, in the order it does come to mind, because it's different. So I think it's a good thing, it's a healthy thing to do. As I mentioned earlier, I do have a book that I call the Book of Shadows, not in the way that a lot of people call a book for that, but to me it's a place where I can unload thoughts, and it doesn't have to be something that I necessarily mean tomorrow. I don't have the ability that a lot of people do to say what they think at the time they're thinking it, because I tend to think about the other person's feelings as well. So I keep a lot to myself, but it's not healthy to keep it to myself. So I have somewhere to unload it, and it's strange because you wouldn't believe it should do anything for you, but once you've written everything down, it's like a weight lifted, and the next day you might not even feel that way anymore. So it's a healthy thing, but it's not a healthy thing if anyone reads it, because what you thought a year from now, a year ago, will not be the same you think today, or how you felt then won't be the same feelings you have today. So you should be able to say, I'm so angry with something that happened or with someone, without it having consequences, because it's how you're feeling at the time. So that's the purpose of that book, and I'm not as good as I should be to be using it. It tends to be laying around in a drawer or something. I think I pick it up about 3 times a year and stay consistent a month or two and forget about it. But it's a good thing to have, and it's a good habit to have as well. And the first book, as I said earlier, it's a memory keeping book, and I think it's important, especially in these times when this is going to be a moment in time that we will want to. We're going to want to remember, or we will want to make our grandchildren understand this is how we experienced this time. And I don't write anything about the virus as much as I maybe wanted to in the beginning, but I write about our everyday, because it's how we're living through these times, and that experience is going to be different for everybody. So I think it's important, and I try to incorporate a lot of what we've done, what we've seen, and if there's anything special in the news, I do want to keep track of that as well. But I'm very fed up with media and people's opinion these days, so I haven't written down as much as I intended to. But I've been writing about my daughter's learning to ride the bicycle, which is very fun. She's 3, so it's it's a new world, and my stepson's homeschooling, and basic stuff that is our life, right? And this, as I said, what I'm doing right here, it's therapeutic. It's just good vibes and having fun and not thinking about anything else. As I said it would be, it was a hassle to take everything out from where I normally journal, but I did like how the footage turned out, and I think it's fun, and I had a lot of fun doing this. So I hope you like what you're seeing as well. I see I've been rambling about for almost 13 minutes, so yeah, I got interrupted again, my bad. But yeah, I think I've gone through most of what I had on my mind for this video. I do hope you enjoy what you're seeing. As I said, it's just a simple setup. It's title, some washi tape, and some images from the series I'm doing the spreads about. And that's basically all. I also added a new intro. I don't know what you guys think about that. I just thought it was fun to experiment a little bit. So I hope you guys like it. If you do, if you did like this video, please consider subscribing and liking the video if you did. And please leave a comment if there's anything you want to know or anything you want to give feedback about. As I said on the other video, this filming was done at night with some basic LED light around the camera. You'll see in a minute, because I actually did take a video with my phone of the setup and also of the supplies, because as I said, it takes a little bit of effort to set up this the things I need to get this done. And it's not that I use everything, because I obviously don't, but I need to have everything at hand, because if I have to go outside to find everything I want, it loses its purpose basically. So so yeah, I did take out a lot of washi tape and sticker kits and markers and things to use. And yeah, so you'll see that in a minute. And that's about it for this video. Yeah, leave me a comment if there's anything you want to know, or if you've got anything to say about it, or anything at all, you know. Love to hear from you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.